thought baseball did a great job at the All-Star festivities, the All-Star game, Homerun Derby. And one of the great storylines, our next guest, Trey Mancini. Full name is Joseph Anthony Mancini, nicknamed Boom Boom by his dad when he was younger, the Baltimore Orioles first baseman. And he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. That was last March, started chemo last April, completed chemo in September, came back Major League Baseball in February, and finished runner-up at Homerun Derby with Pete Alonso. Trey, good to have you on the program. How you feeling today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on, Dan.
Give us an idea what the experience, the atmosphere was like for Homerun Derby.
It was incredible. It was unlike anything I've experienced before. Whenever you go out onto the field and there's 50,000 plus people there to watch you take BP, it's really strange. And something I haven't experienced before, and I haven't been in a stadium that packed in a very long time. So there was a big adrenaline rush that went with it, and there were some nerves early on, but at the same time, I just really, really enjoyed it.
Because I don't know what, are you worried about missing a pitch or, hitting a dribbler or something there? Like, what is that mindset when you go to the plate?
Yeah, that didn't go through my mind too much, but, the first minute I got off to a really slow start and I took a timeout earlier than I anticipated. And I was there and I'm like, okay, you got to get it together and at least look respectable these next 2 minutes and show that you deserve to be here. And luckily was able to calm myself down. My teammate Cedric came over and Manny Machado was there, my former teammate, and they gave me a nice little pep talk and it helped me out a lot, calm me down. And luckily, I had a really good final 2 minutes and then got the bonus round too.
How curious were you to watch Shohei Ohtani?
Extremely. We actually just played them a week and a half ago out in LA, and he hit a couple bombs, I think 460 feet plus. And, he's incredible. He makes it look so easy too. And there's not really much of a weakness in his game that I've seen at all. And obviously he's an elite pitcher as well as an elite hitter and base runner and, everything. And when you stick him in the outfield, he's elite out there too. So it's just incredible to watch, and it's historic.
I maintain that I could listen to him take batting practice. Like, just there's a difference in the ball coming off his bat, Trey.
There is. And I watched him obviously during the Derby, but beforehand, we all got a little bit of time to practice with our batting practice pitchers. And I was watching him hit, and I saw him hit some balls that I haven't seen hit that far before. So it was incredible. And it was really fun to watch it up in person. I felt like a fan watching him because he was the last hitter to go, and it was getting ready. I was getting ready for the second round, but I wanted to stay out and watch him hit instead of going to, get warmed up and take my swing. So I really wanted to watch Shohei hit out there.
Did you feel like an underdog in the contest?
I did a little bit, just because I think on a national scale, a lot of people might not know exactly who I am. Obviously, my story has been pretty big this year, but still outside of Baltimore and outside of people that really follow baseball a lot, I think a lot of people might not have known me and my story. So I felt like a little bit of an underdog, and especially not being in the All-Star game but getting invited to be in the Homerun Derby, I wanted to show that I belong there instead of being a, courtesy invite because of what happened. So, I'm really happy with how it ended up.
I know you said you wanted to use the Homerun Derby to show people that there's life after a cancer diagnosis. At what point did you start to embrace? You weren't an "oh, woe is me" guy from everything I've read. It was basically, nope, let's go, got to attack it here. Where's that come from?
Yeah, whenever you get diagnosed, you go into fight or flight mode. It's time to fight, and you got to get through it. And I think after you finish treatments, you're kind of left wondering, what just happened to me? You can't believe it. But whenever you're going through it, it's just go, go, go all the time. And it can be tough, especially after it's over. But I wanted to show that you can go on to live your normal life afterwards. You really can. And you can't let, the fear of it ever returning and what happened to you, overtake you, and you have to beat it and go on and live your life.
What's the worst moment that you had with it?
There were quite a few. There's a lot of good days, and then there are some bad days. But it was really tough on me when Chadwick Boseman passed away. He passed away from the same cancer that I was fighting at the time, and it was really hard. And after that, I took it really hard. I was a big fan of his and loved the movie 42, and he played Jackie Robinson in that. And He seemed like a larger than life figure. So for the disease to take his life was really tough on me.
Because, some people talk, and my father died of cancer. You get the diagnosis, and then you go into this, oh, woe is me, or you want pity. And then, that's where my mom played a really large role, where she basically giving my dad a pep talk there. Did somebody give you that pep talk that said, hey, let's go. Feel sorry for yourself today. Now we got to go after this thing.
Basically, anytime I had started to feel sorry for myself, my girlfriend, Sarah, whipped me back into shape pretty quick. She was absolutely amazing and so strong throughout the entire thing. I would not have gone through it without her. And she was with me every day. She took care of me all last year because it was during the pandemic. My parents were able to come up a couple times, even though the pandemic was going on. So I did get to see them some, and they were, I talked to them every day, and they were so supportive from afar. But given the circumstances in the world, it was by and large Sarah and I most of the time. So she was incredible and so strong and helped me get through it so well.
What was that like, your first appearance after going through all of this?
It was surreal. It was a spring training game, and spring training's basically glorified practice games. So I wasn't really expecting too many emotions or adrenaline or anything like that going into the game. But I got to the field that day, and it was just so strange being back where I was the year before, where I got diagnosed with colon cancer. And then, here I am healthy again, and I've been through a lot, but I'm going to be playing in a game again, almost a year to the day that I had last appeared in a game. So it was incredible. And I got a standing ovation from the fans, and it was definitely the most emotional spring training moment imaginable. And I don't think I'll have another spring training moment like that.
They don't make movies about spring training there, Trey,
Yeah, they did not. Major League, I think, had a couple scenes from spring training, but that's all I can think of.
Who provided comic relief through all of this?
Oh, I mean, we watched a lot of TV shows, Sarah and I. So we got it through that. I mean, I'm a humongous fan of The Office. I've watched a show like I think 50,000 times, but I still laugh every day if we watch that. So we watch things like that, and I have so many friends that would make me laugh and things like that. And Sarah also made me laugh all the time. So you need that whenever you're going through this.
Are you cancer? Like, what's your diagnosis as far as follow-ups go?
Yeah. So, I mean, everything looks fantastic so far, but after you have stage 3 colon cancer, go through chemotherapy, you go through about a 5-year surveillance period where for the first year, every 3 months you get checked up. And then the next year it's every 6 months. And then it's yearly for the next 3 years after that. So, I'm getting checked up again in September, and then after that it progresses to 6 months. So you get CT scans, and then I have really highly specific blood tests that I do too. And so far everything looks great. I feel great about everything and my future, but it's still something that you have to deal with even after it's over.
What if I got you an autographed picture from Kevin from The Office? Would you be interested in getting that?
I actually noticed his mug in front of you. I would love that. Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Well, plus when he spills the chili, I mean, it's
one of the best scenes.
And that was one take. He said that he did it one time, that was it, and they had to replace the carpet as he spilled all the chili. But it's still, if I'm ever in a bad mood and if I'm feeling low, you can watch that, and I don't care what you're going through, you can feel a little bit better.
Single time. Yeah, that would have been tough if it was more than one take. That would have been pretty tough. So I'm happy for him that it was only one take.
Are you okay with baseball changing the rules? No more 7-inning doubleheaders here, and we're getting rid of the guy on second base to start extra innings?
You know what? As a player, I haven't minded the rules too much. The 7-inning doubleheaders are nice. 2 9-inning games in a day is a lot, but at the same time, that is a classic baseball game, and so I have no problem with it changing back, but I have not minded the change in rules either.
Did any pitcher take it easy on you? Did anybody want to just give you a meatball down the middle?
Most definitely not. Yeah, if they did, I wouldn't be too happy with them. As nice as that sounds, I don't want any sympathy or courtesy meatballs from anybody else. And I know the pitchers this year, I feel like, are almost more than any other year. They're just getting better and better, and they know how to pitch. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough on a day-to-day basis going out there and facing these guys.
Are you doing a website or anything? I know you want to raise awareness here. I'm curious if you and your girlfriend or your agent have started something.
Yes, so I have a foundation. It's called the Trey Mancini Foundation, and so my older sister actually is the one that started it. My younger sister helps out, and Sarah helps out, and my agent is also involved. And a lot of what we do is to benefit colon cancer and raise awareness, but we also do a backpack program in Baltimore to benefit kids up there. So basically anything that resonates with us, we want to get behind, and we do a lot of different fundraisers for different causes. But right now our main things are colon cancer awareness and the backpack program.
Great to talk to you, Trey. And I know you want to be known as a ball player, but you know what? If you can raise any kind of awareness, there's nothing wrong with being known as that ball player who helped a lot of people and maybe save some lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really appreciate it, Dan. Thanks for having me on.
That's Trey Mancini, the Orioles first baseman, and finished runner-up home run derby to Pete Alonso.